One of the things that I do, instead of using the pen live during my lecture, I do that occasionally, but more often I'll shut my door and either at night at home or during my planning period here, I will do a 5-minute pen cast that doesn't cover the lecture that I had for 45 minutes, because during the lecture you're demonstrating, you're fielding questions from students, you want to feel comfortable being able to have anybody ask anything. But when the students want to go listen to my pen cast, they don't necessarily want to have to be filtering through that. So I decided to do these 5-minute pen casts that are just very solid, very to the point, so that I can use these year after year after year. And it works well. It's efficient for the student, it's efficient for me, and it's kind of a win-win.
So I'm going to write the symbol potassium. Carbonate is -2, so I'm going to need a 2 here. And I don't guess what the products are. I've memorized that from earlier up here.
Class before the pen was just like any traditional class. It's just, you just write your own notes, make sure you try to get everything. If you don't know it, you go into tutorial. But when I came into chemistry and Mrs. Crowley uses the pen, I can now, if I'm confused or something or miss something in the notes, I can go onto Moodle where she uploads the live scribe and I can watch it. If I still don't understand it, then I can. But I'm able to try to figure it out on my own before I go in.
It might initially require some extra time on the teacher's part to do a pen cast, but if you're going to be teaching that subject year after year, it is something like having your own book collection or your own library of information. You don't have to keep reinventing it year after year. I've been using it for 3 years and I'm only putting a few pen casts on a month now because I have so many pen casts of the past that I really like that are useful and work.
Mrs. Crowley used it, and I was in the other chemistry class with Mr. Trombold, and I was able to have class with him, and then if there was something that I didn't understand that maybe she had on LiveScribe, I could go on her site and look at it through there and then hear it again in a different way, just from somebody else.
Formula. A molecular formula still has a whole number ratio.
One of the things that you try to do to help a child is to help them be independent. And self-esteem comes from their ability to do things themselves. And the more I can give these tools for them to help them be better learners and to understand the world around them, the more that they're going to be happier and successful people.